This problem reads, in a triangle, angle A is 3 times as large as angle B. Angle C is 5 degrees larger than angle B. Find the measure of each angle. So I'm looking for the measure of each angle, and there's 3 angles in a triangle. So I want to define a variable because I'm going to go through all the steps of the problem-solving process for a story or application problem. So I see that angle A is being compared to angle B, and angle C is also being compared to angle B. So I know the least about angle B, and that's what I'm going to choose as my variable. So I'm going to go ahead and let the lowercase b represent the measure of angle B. Now I'm also looking for angles A and C. So for angle A, I know it's 3 times as large as B. So 3 times would be 3 times B. And that's going to be the measure of angle A. And finally, angle C is 5 degrees larger than angle B. 5 degrees larger would be B plus 5. And that is the measure of angle C. So I now have defined my variables, and I've written my other unknown angles in terms of that same variable. Now I'm ready to write an equation. I know it's a triangle, so I know a relationship between the angles in the triangle. And that relationship is they always add up to 180 degrees. So if I took angle A plus angle B plus angle C, I should get 180 degrees. So I'm going to use the variables I've defined, or the variable I've defined, and each of these relationships. Angle A I defined as 3b. Angle B is lowercase b, and angle C is b plus 5. So each of these angles now I have represented. The total of those is 180 degrees. And at this point, I want to go ahead and combine like terms so I can solve my equation. I have 3b plus 1b plus 1b is 5b plus 5 equals 180. Solving for b, I want to isolate the b term, so I'd subtract 5 from both sides. I'll get 5b equals 175. And finally, to eliminate that coefficient, that 5 that's being multiplied by the b, I divide both sides by 5. I end up with b equals 175 divided by 5, which is 35. So once I've isolated my variable, I go back and I say, how do I write my answer? I needed the measure of each angle, and b was defined as the measure of angle B. So I know that the measure, well, I think I'll just do it this way. Angle B equals 35 degrees. Then I have angle A, and to find angle A, go back and see how I defined it. It was 3 times angle B, so 3 times 35 is 105 degrees. And the last angle I need is angle C, and angle C was B plus 5, so I have 35 plus 5, or 40 degrees. Okay. So I'm circling my answer, 35 degrees, 105 degrees, and 40 degrees. To do a check of that, I would probably just double check and make sure those angles added up to 180. So if I took 35, 105, and 40 and added them up, I want to make sure that I get 180 degrees.